Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Now, I'm going to give you a brief idea of the chapter, a brief summary of the chapter. So, here, as we have already learned, new chapter we have question of trust. We have two main characters. So here, Horace Danby, as already mentioned, 50 years old, quite honest. People consider him honest, but he's not completely honest. He is unmarried, and so there is a housekeeper at house who takes care of the need of the house, and also takes care of the need of Horace Danby. And this housekeeper is worried only about his health. Other than that, he was absolutely fine. He was hale and hearty. Only problem in his life with his health was the hay fever, which particularly gave him trouble during the summer months. Other than that, he was absolutely fine. So he had a business of locks and business was doing quite well. He had hired two assistants or two men to assist him in his work and his business. So business was quite successful. Danby had a peculiar thing that he had a passion for books, rare and expensive books, and to support his passion, he had to take to robbery. So, for before he took to robbery, he made a careful planning for throughout the year, and before he actually executed his plan, his targeted house, his plan, his robbery, he made a thorough examination of the house, that is called reconnaissance. He did a reconnaissance of the place of the house, got all the information related to the house, and then he went for the final execution of the plan. For the uh, in his life, as in his entire life, he had never been caught, and this year also he thought that it would be quite easy. Only in his career once, that is 15 years back, he was caught. And how he was caught, the story is about that only. So this year it was the month of July, and he came out for the reconnaissance. He came out for the actual robbery now. So before that, 2 weeks reconnaissance he did, and final day had come. So he went there. The targeted house was Short Grange, and he went to that house. What he found there reaching that the two servants there who were the housekeepers, the family was out in London. They had been living there, so they took care. These two servants took care of the house. So both the servants decided today to go to a movie. So in the afternoon, they left for movie, and before leaving for movie, they kept the key on the kitchen door, and and there was a knob from outside the kitchen door, and he hung the key on that knob. So he followed them, and they left for movies. As they left, he came to the house from behind the garden wall, reached there, collected the key, and before that he collected the key, and then he was careful every year. Um, he was careful before taking the key. He put on the gloves because he was very careful and never left any kind of clue for the police to nab him. So he put on the gloves and then went for the keys, and then opened the door. And as he opened, he reached directly to the drawing room where there was the safe. Before he reached the drawing room, there was the kitchen on the way, and near the kitchen was lying, or in the kitchen was lying, a dog. Finding a new person there, the dog stared, got up and waved the tail. But Horace knew the art of keeping dogs quiet. So he called the dog by a good name, Sherry, and showed his lab, and the dog did nothing. Here is the drawing room. Thank you.